so close.
So see this. This is nice.
The price wasn't.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Welcome back to another video working on the Nissan Hardbody. If I sound sick, it's because I am getting over this nasty cold, but we're still here trying to put this thing together because now we have sort of a deadline. At least complete most of it.
Invite us.
You don't even know what I'm talking about.
I do actually.
Oh, because you told him, huh?
Yes, I told him.
He's
You told
actually a
him.
good friend.
Okay, well, I just found out yesterday.
And he just found out today.
So I was gonna say, can I have your Camaro as part of the meet?
No. I don't want it to be
Okay,
the
well-
fastest car there.
That's a good point. Can't argue. But it could be the ugliest.
There's a mall down here that we're gonna be using the parking structure to have a car meet. It's gonna be a summer bash, and they invited us to be a part of it. And at first I wasn't gonna do it because we have so much projects going on and none of them are done. But I thought it'd be kind of cool to give us like a due date, you know, around 2 months to get as much done on this truck. And if we don't get it done all the way, we'll just tow it, you know? But just still showcasing what we've done so far and promoting the channel, that's gonna be really cool. So hopefully I can bring some cool cars like my uncle's Impala, some of my dad's cars, and just we'll all pull up and have a good time.
What do you think? You think we'll make it?
I think we
We'll
can.
reach the deadline?
Yeah.
What?
Either it's running or not, we'll still take it.
Yeah, we're gonna tow it.
It's fine.
When is it?
In June 29th, so like 2 months exactly.
We'll see. Maybe.
It's not
Damn.
gonna make it.
Boosted gentleman.
It'll be done before this thing ever gets touched.
Back to what we're doing. We have some parts to install in this thing yet again, and it's the intake manifold. The guys over at Xcessive, they make a couple parts for just random cars. I have their clutch pedal for the IS300. We're going to be installing their intake manifold because they are the only company that we know of that makes custom intake manifolds for the single cams. We're gonna be checking this thing out and seeing how we install this thing because it is way different than the factory 241.
Exclusive motorsports.
Which?
Exclusive.
No, it's Xcessive, bro. It's APR studs. Oh, I'm sorry.
Alternator.
I know what that is. That's a turbo.
Don't, no.
That's not turbo.
Damn, bro, she already knows more than you, fool.
Turbo is the muffler for the turbo.
No, because you're all away when you got this and you're like, oh, look, my turbo's.
She's not wrong, bro.
She's not.
This is a 2-piece intake manifold. We're gonna be disassembling the top portion and taking out the little flaps that are on this. So we're gonna take it over to the workbench and see what's inside and see how dirty this thing is.
Quick release.
This is pretty much standard on a lot of old cars. Everyone was trying to make variable intake manifolds, especially BMW with their diesel valves, if you guys are familiar with that. We're gonna be getting rid of this because we don't need it. We want as much airflow as possible and there's no use for it and it's gonna clean up way more things. So we're gonna be removing that and removing everything else that we don't need because there's so much stuff on this intake manifold. And considering it's from a 240, there's probably a lot of stuff that wouldn't even belong. Once we take off these screws, we should be able to pull the shaft out from the side.
We're trying to figure out what this is.
What?
This whole thing here.
Oh. It's like a V8 LS, but cut in half.
Where's the push rods?
Oh, I get it now.
Right there.
Where do you push it?
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm losing brain cells already, bro.
Me too.
Okay. So now we just need to pop these off. Benjamin's giving me that look of despair. And then I think this center one allows us to pull the whole thing out.
You're right.
So this is the shaft that holds all the butterfly valves on. But the only thing is now is we're gonna have to plug one hole, and that's this guy right here. So we're gonna tap it and then just plug it, or we can have it welded when we take it to the welder, which might be nicer because then we can just grind it down. The top portion of the manifold has a couple things on it that ours doesn't. So I don't know what this is called exactly. I think it's like ACS or ACCS, and it's just like an idle adjustment for any loads. So like say you turn on the radio, the AC, there's gonna be a dip in idle, so this compensates for it. I think we can tune that out, you know, just like any other car, but if we need it, they sell a remote, you know, mount adapter. So we're gonna be taking all this off and seeing what we need on that one, but it's gonna clean a lot of things because this manifold is nice. I really like this setup, but it's everything around it that makes everything so cluttered. Chef's kiss right here. This thing is massive. I didn't realize how big it was compared to the other one.
It's crazy, huh?
It like literally moves it like 4 or 5 inches forward. It's good though because look how much it cleans up.
I like it. You gonna paint it?
Yeah, we're gonna paint everything.
Black?
Okay, yeah. Martin made a good point. We're gonna be painting everything. We need everything on the motor so we can wire everything and have an idea of where everything's gonna be. And we're also gonna be taking this thing to my fabricator so he can set up the intercooler piping, exhaust, all that good stuff. This might be evap stuff, so we can take that out.
Okay, so this it. Keep struggling.
Bro, in the last video you were struggling too. All right, got this ready? Good. This is so nasty. We gotta powder coat all this stuff.
ASAP.
There is an adapter plate on the bottom, so I think we're gonna have to install that first and then you put it on top. We'll just use RTB, Toyota FIPG, whatever we need, and just make our own gasket because they don't provide a gasket for us, which is fine because this is all custom stuff. A lot of these fittings we're not gonna be using because we're gonna probably be running hard lines for a lot of stuff like the wastegate blow-off valve.
Oh yeah.
2 months, bro. We got this. I don't care if the engine bay isn't painted. I just want the motor to at least be set up and powder coated.
Yeah, for sure.
The thing about my fabricator is he likes things in and out. So the moment we drop it off to him, it'll probably take like a week or 2. He's gonna need to order a lot of V-bands, AN fittings, all the crazy stuff to make this thing tits.
Because I was like, damn, this thing's gonna like take forever to get here. Remember I was stressing on it?
Yeah, you ran into some issues, right?
Yeah, so the first, I think they shipped out the wrong manifold. And then they're like, oh, we're gonna have to ship you out the right one. Like we have to get the one that we shipped out first. And so I was like, dude, it's probably gonna take like a month to get this thing. And like, when did I get it? When I called you? Yesterday, huh?
Yeah, you got it quick. We've been pumping out probably like 2 videos a week, which is almost unheard of for us. We can barely get a week done. I completely forgot about the EGR because this would wrap around all the way around into the header and we need to remove it to get access to this bolt. That's like so much air for this little motor. There's gonna be 4 fittings for easy access to any vacuum reference. So wastegate, blow off valve. Damn, bro, you're looking saucy.
Why wait? Grab an energy drink.
You finally threw away that old bottle you were drinking right now?
Yeah.
Got some good shit? Oh yeah, bro.
SG energy drink. Coming soon.
That is really close. I don't like it. We need to upgrade. Bigger throttle body. That's super close, bro. We're probably gonna have to chop this and then weld it down. And then this is gonna be like barely facing outward.
Or we just cut here and make it here. We just plug it in here.
What the hell is even that?
That's the smartest thing you've ever seen.
Picture all this like that wrinkled black.
Like everything all powder coated. The valve cover that we just got in the last video, we already sent it off to our boy Jack because he's gonna be welding everything up. I think we can make it work regardless, but it's all about like aesthetics, you know? Just because we have a bigger intake doesn't mean that we're gonna just flow more air. There's no head work done on the head. We're using 240SX style injectors because even though it's the same motor, the trucks have different style and they make no aftermarket support. So the only way to get aftermarket ones is to convert to a 240 intake manifold, which obviously we're doing. But we have Deutschwerks 550cc, I believe, right?
Yeah, perfect.
So they're really nice injectors and I have to wire those up. But we need the fuel rail so it could be sitting and test fitted. But we don't have that because we tossed it thinking it was the old one. We want to try to find one local that we can pick up, but we might just end up ordering one online. Now that everything's nice and test fitted, we just need to start running the harness through. We got to figure out where we're going to be putting the hole at.
So we should probably just come do tomorrow.
Yeah, we should probably come and clean this up for sure. There's such a mess in here, dude. Wherever we decide to cut the hole through, we have to make sure that we can actually get to it on the inside as well. This is the shitty part about the hard bodies if you're doing a swap. One of the main reasons we kept the single cam is because of the wiring and the fact that the engine harness is not removable like 90% of the cars out there. It runs through, connected with the main body all the way through the end of the truck. If you want to run aftermarket gauges and you want to do your whole wiring harness yourself, you know, by all means, but this simplifies things a little bit, but not really, because the way we're going is we want to tuck it and we want to tuck everything around it. So we have to figure out where everything goes. And the problem with this truck in particular, it's like a spider of wires. They all branch out. So trying to figure out where everything goes is going to be kind of an issue, but it's okay because as long as we start with the engine harness, get that figured out, and have everything connected where we want it, then we know what to extend. Anything past this grommet was all on the outside, including this whole relay box. So we're hoping that we can leave that tucked inside and just extend the wires if we need to. The main thing that I want to figure out today is how we're going to be running this engine harness. Don't stress out, Chach. We got this. Benjamin, don't stress out, all right? Why doesn't it want to come up now?
Don't like me, bro.
Bro, you can't put it on. Here, there you go. It's a magic touch, bro. Just need my hand. He didn't even mark it.
Who?
You.
We're gonna fucking
Free ball?
You don't smoke on the weekends, or you do?
Huh?
You smoke on the weekends?
No.
You only on the weekdays?
Only on the weekdays, so I don't do shit on the weekends.
Bro, that's so half-ass backwards, bro.
Sober Sundays.
Sober Sundays for church or what?
He's from the earth.
Exactly, bro. He's Mother Nature.
And you. Take advantage, man.
Wait, what the hell?
That's it. That's all we need.
Oh, there's like 100 fucking layers, bro.
We made the hole right behind a bracket, so we're gonna have to cut that piece off. I think that's like the support for the dash, and then we're gonna be able to run the harness through there. No way! It's perfect size. Where'd you get that from?
I'm not telling you.
I'm not telling you. That's for us to know and for you to find out.
No, for you to never.
Is that from my car?
Even better. Even
It
better.
looks good, huh?
Even better.
No! It's from my toolbox? Stop it. I think we're gonna be more than okay where we have it right now. Look at that. That's a lot to play with. And this is perfect right here. This is injector number 4, and then it runs all the way to the front, and it literally is a perfect length. So I'm excited because that means that we really don't have to touch the wiring harness at all. Like I said, remember I told you?
As much as I thought.
I'm like, bro, I'm pretty sure we couldn't go through it have to do it.
Dude, I thought we were gonna have to extend like the whole harness. But it seems like we're gonna have to extend like the one for like the headlights corner.
Yeah, it's still gonna be a lot of work,
Yeah.
but the motor, we can still get it to run without that. Okay, so then this is gonna run right here.
And what I feel like, the fuel pressure regulator and all that's gonna hide that.
Oh yeah, we can have it all covered.
Tucked like really good.
You can see where the wiring harness is coming out of, but it looks so much cleaner, bro.
Yeah.
Everything's just so inside, yeah.
1-inch hole here, spider it out.
It's gonna look good. That's everything.
It's everything.
That's literally fiberglass, Bondo, and primer.
welds.
This motor was never a front mount. It was a top mount because the throttle body was facing up and it was like carburetor style. So we're gonna have to move some wires around, which is fine because everything's held in zip ties, and now that the wires are exposed, I can just, you know, pull them out. I've seen other trucks use this setup and it just didn't look good. I feel like only because of how they had it set up.
How we're tucking everything. Cause I feel like they just have too many things cluttered here. And since we're doing like a wire tuck and like a base shave and all the good stuff, and it's looking better than all that other stuff out there.
Calling it out. Competition. Should better run so we can back up what we're saying. I forgot that the throttle body is not from this truck, so we're gonna have to use a different connector, and I think there's a couple stuff that we're gonna have to be swapping over from the 240 harness. So we kept that just in case. Distributor's plugged in, and now we can just start plugging in everything else that we think we're gonna be using. The 240 manifold was cluttered, but you know, it was decent looking. The truck one looks disgusting. There's so much things that we're deleting. Yeah, that's all stuff we're not using. I hope this inspires you guys to do something cool to your single cams and try to make some badass stuff and try to top this one, because I think this is going to be one of the top single cams, at least aesthetic wise. And power, it should make a decent amount of power, but there's guys running like 700-800 horsepower on these, but that's fully built. It's getting late, guys. We're gonna take this weekend off to relax. So on that note, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share, and we'll see you guys on the next one.